A father and his 15-year-old son are riding a scooter on a peaceful road. As they pass by, the father notices a group of young men standing by the roadside, eagerly searching for something. The father stops the scooter, intrigued, and asks the group, "What are you looking for so desperately?" One of the young men, with excitement in his eyes, replies, "Can't you see? There's a golden fruit here. We are trying to get it." The father's imagination sparks at the thought of the golden fruit and how it could change their lives. The father is filled with greed and excitement at the prospect of his son obtaining the golden fruit. Without hesitation, he pushes his son toward the pit, commanding, "Go get that golden fruit at any cost." The son, startled and confused, protests, "But father, I don't need that golden fruit. I have my own dreams. My happiness lies elsewhere." The father, blinded by greed, refuses to listen and forces his son to search for the fruit. The son climbs into the pit, his confusion growing as he begins to search. He digs through the mud, but with every move, he sinks deeper. Soon he realizes it's not just mud, it's quicksand. The boy cries out, "Father, help me! It's swallowing me!" But the father, still fixated on the fruit, refuses to listen and yells, "Stop making excuses! If others can do it, so can you!" The final struggle. With the last of his strength, the son reaches forward, stretching his arms as far as he can, but the golden fruit is always just out of reach. Then he sinks completely. Silence fills the air after the son sinks. The father is left standing, helpless. The father realizes his mistake too late. He falls to his knees, crying, blaming himself. Through his tears, the father wails, "What have I done? I was chasing gold, but I lost the real treasure, my son." A wise old sage, who has been observing the situation from a distance,
"Why are you crying, my friend?" he asked. Through his tears, the father pointed toward the golden fruit and told the sage everything. "I only wanted my son to have a better future. I did everything for his happiness. How can I be wrong?" The sage looked at him with deep wisdom and said, "You were so blinded by what you thought was gold that you never stopped to check if it was even real. Did you ever look closely?" The father, still sobbing, turned his eyes toward the golden fruit and gasped. The sage climbed a nearby tree, pointed to a branch and said, "The fruit you were chasing, it was only a shadow. The real golden fruit is up here." The father's face turned pale. He had sacrificed his son for something that was never real. The sage then spoke one last time. "If instead of pushing him into the pit, you had simply asked your son what made him happy, if you had supported his dreams instead of forcing your own, maybe today he would be alive. Maybe he would have even found the real golden fruit." Life lesson. Many times in our obsession to secure a better future for our children, we impose our own dreams on them, ignoring their desires. We force them into careers, lifestyles, or paths they do not wish to walk, thinking we are doing what is best for them. But happiness and success cannot be forced. A golden future is not in what we see, but in what our children truly want. Instead of pushing them into the shadows of our expectations, we should guide them toward the light of their dreams.